Hey everybody, welcome to the Dad Challenge Podcast. How you doing this evening? There's a cat just screaming in here. Sam is he wants to get in that tree really bad. So how you doing everybody? Oh, you guys are wondering where that intro came from Illuminacy. That's me singing. Am I blurry? If I'm blurry, just hit refresh on the old, on your old thing there. Hello cats and dogs and everybody else. How's everybody doing this evening? Hey guys. Hey. I was never gonna, I know tonight's it's just gonna be a quick short one, whatever. I just wanted to talk a little bit about this, something I've been holding on to since I came on YouTube, since I've been here. And I've let KJ get away with just saying what she wants about me over the years. I never had beef with her ever. Never. Didn't mention her. Actually, I would give her credit in videos where I would watch something that she did, and then I'd say, "Hey, go watch that because that's where I got this information from." So I would give her credit where credit was due. I had no problem with KJ at the beginning, none whatsoever in any of this. Oh, is my camera not focusing? Oh, it's really weird. It looks good to me, so maybe it's just my internet. Hold on a second. The right internet. It might be me. I'm blurry for everyone. Okay, that sucks. My internet doesn't seem to want to be working. I think I'm on a different network. Something's going on my computer. Well, this is sucky. It's my internet. Yeah, I can't even open up my internet. Something's going on my computer. Shoot, guys. Sucks because I'm waiting to get on this for a while. Am I still blurry? Okay. I cannot get on my internet. That's so weird. Oh, you know what? I think I took my VPN off. That might be what it is. Let's turn that off. All right, where's everybody from this evening? Oh, was that better? Doesn't look better. Anyway, sorry guys. I don't even know why it's not focusing at all. Okay. Sorry, Roni. Okay, everybody. Sorry. All right. So basically, yeah, a lot of people have been, I'm not here to start a YouTube beef with somebody. I don't really care. But I definitely want to clear up some things that she's been saying about me and all that kind of stuff, and about the Sophie Long case and Michael Long case, because, Will talked about it too. He kind of put a close to it. Andy put a close to it. I need to put a close to it. And I need to remind you guys, basically, what we like. There's this case, for lack of a better whatever, has been a curse for so many people who stood up for Sophie, and only the curse for those who stood up for a 9-year-old girl who was screaming. Okay, so the chat should be slowed down a little bit now. So basically, if you don't know anything about the Sophie Long case, don't even go down the path. Okay, it's not worth it. This thing ended up becoming a huge crap show. But I want to remind you where this all kind of started. And before we get into the whole Sophie thing, I want to talk to KJ, because I know she's watching this. There's a lot of people here. So I just wanted to clear up a few things. So she went in her Instagram. Let's see if I can pop it up here real quick. And she put a picture up of Sophie, and then some people were coming at me in the little chat. So I just wanted to show you guys that, see if I can show it to you. And let's take a look at it. So this is what she posted. "You called Sophie a brat," is what she said here. And so, yeah, she did. And I'll show you the video about when she said that. Yes, she was reading a comment from a person who left a comment, but then she co-signed on top of that comment, and then kept going with it and said, yeah, you're right. And then she was being bratty and this and that, and we'll see it, okay? She definitely called her a brat. First of all, in this case, especially when you have people like Critical Cankles and everybody else calling her out and calling her all these names, you just don't ever call a 9-year-old who was screaming bloody murder a brat. And I'm going to show you the video again because you guys, some of you need to be reminded why we did this. Okay? So I just want to read this. So some person, I'm not going to, like, you can't really see it, but they were like, someone said, such a sad story, also disgusting how he fooled a bunch of YouTubers. And then this is what KJ said. She said, then YouTubers tried to, then those YouTubers bullied anyone that didn't believe Michael. Stupid. It's dumb. If anything, the bullying was super one-sided on this. Everybody who was kind of on Michael's side, which we weren't, we were on Sophie's side. Anybody who was on that side, we're willing to listen to everybody, okay? But we were like Sophie's side, not Michael's side. That's the problem with this case, okay? Is that we were on Sophie's side. And that's where everybody forgot this. They're like, oh, it's all about Michael. Katie Joy is KJ. She's without a crystal ball. So she says, Dad bod was the worst. And she's talking about me, okay? And then this, what's her face, says, still is the worst. I'd like to point out that this lady that's making these comments was a massive fan of mine up until the moment I disagree with her on Kyle Rittenhouse. And it's a garbage thing for people to do. I'm not allowed to have an opinion that's outside of your opinion, or you go and start hating on me. This is why YouTube is such a crazy world sometimes. You've got people that were like fans and friends, and then all of a sudden they don't like something you say, and you're the worst person that's ever happened. It's amazing to see. It's incredible. So I don't trust anybody on YouTube. She's calling me a QAnon, and then he says, I thought he was weird when he's incessantly, and this is where I got pissed. So Without a Crystal Ball writes, I thought he was weird when he incessantly DMs me on Facebook. Then I wasn't really interested in him, so then he hated me. So, and then she's like, YouTubers are petty, they'll turn on you. That's where I wanted to just stop right there. Okay, stop fighting. The cats are fighting. So I wanted to just stop right there and then point out to Without a Crystal Ball, Katie Joy. When I first came on YouTube, we were both talking about the Micah Stauffer situation. I didn't get it from Katie Joy. I heard it from the news, and then I started talking about it, and that was my first big foray into commentary world on YouTube. I had not started anything until Micah. So obviously I was going to other channels to hear what they had to say about what was going on. And if Katie Joy said something about something in the case, I would say, hey, I got this information from her, because that's what you do. You give credit where credit is due. I did not know anything about KJ at the beginning, nothing. All I knew was that she had a bunch of, I think she had like, I want to say she had like 80,000 subscribers when I started, okay? And I didn't know who she was. And so I reached out to her and I said, hey, I noticed that you're, I was being nice about it, but I said, I noticed that your quality is like potato. Would you like some help with that? Because I will help anybody with their quality. I've helped Sloan. I've helped Without a Crystal Ball. I've helped multiple people. Jordan McKay. I've helped tons of people because I like to help people. I'm not asking for anything in return. And Katie Joy's trying to make it sound like I'm up in her DMs trying to hit on her and something. Here's how it went down. I said, would you like some help? And she said, hey, sure, I'll get some help. And then I told her what to buy. And this is the exact camera I told her to buy, everybody. It's a Canon M50, and she bought it, and she still messed it up. She still made it look like she still had a record button. She still didn't know what she was doing. And then she just ghosted me after I helped her, which is fine. Whatever. I wasn't looking for something in return. I said, should we collab on the Micah thing? Because again, I didn't know who she was. And then as soon as I started mentioning her in some of my videos about, hey, I got this information from Without a Crystal Ball, go check it out, people would message me in droves saying, don't co-sign with Katie Joy, don't do anything, don't run as far away as you possibly can. And I'm like, I'm naive. I'm like, okay, whatever. So I stopped mentioning her, stopped talking about her. And then I started researching a little bit more into who she really was. And then the lawsuits started happening with her and Taddy, and then lawsuits after lawsuits after lawsuits. I can honestly sit here and tell you, I have not watched a Katie Joy video since the Micah debacle a year and a half ago. I don't watch her stuff. I don't talk about her. I don't do that stuff because I didn't care. She has enough people piling on her doing all that stuff. Did you know that Katie Joy, the Without a Crystal Ball Reddit, okay, it has over 9,000 Redditors. I have never in my life seen such a hate community for anybody. And I follow some of this Fundy Snark and Crazy Middles and LeBrant fam, all those people, massive followings, millions of viewers and channels, and they only have like 2,000. Without a Crystal Ball has 9,000 people in it that hate her. Okay? So anyway, all that kind of stuff went down, and she ghosted me, fine. I gave her help, and then I think she even, oh my goodness, these cats are going crazy. Psst. Throwing teddy bears. So all that to say, I wanted to just point out that she says I'm in her DMs like I'm some kind of stan. First of all, not my type, KJ. Sorry. I like people who are sober. Holy smokes, this cat. Get lost. You guys are killing me here. So, sorry. Yeah, lots of people hate. And so I never really wanted to pile on. There were so many people literally dedicating their entire channels to hating on Without Crystal Ball. And I'm like, okay, it's overdone. It's done. I'm not doing this here for clout or anything like that. I don't give a shit. I just want to clarify what she's been saying and finish this Sophie thing once and for all. Okay? All right? When it comes to Without a Crystal Ball, she's in dire need of getting off of the internet. The woman literally spends her entire life on the internet. She has a child, as far as I'm aware, and a husband, and literally probably spends this much time with them. Okay? Sorry. Oh, she has a Reddit. Go look at her Reddit. It's mind-blowing, okay? I just went there today to look. 9,000 people in this Reddit hate her. And I wonder, because you pay attention to YouTube a little bit to find out who's doing what, why are people hated. She absolutely needs tons of therapy. She's a mean girl. She thinks she's above it all. She has she has 200,000 subscribers on YouTube, and I'm so mind blown that she's even grown to that much. I'm not saying that I deserve to be there, but of all the people that have grown, I'm so happy to see Sloan explode almost 600,000. That's the type of creator that we need to support and get behind. And KJ is just, she's like Critical Cankles. And she's like these people where she is the nemesis of everybody, and that's how she grows. She gathers like the dumb people. Does that make sense? Only the dumb people. So I just wanted to point out that she's a damned liar. First of all, not all up in her DMs, and that was 1.5 years ago. And all I did was help her, and I did the thing that I offered to do by telling her to get the equipment to buy. Didn't ask for anything in return. So I just wanted to point that out to you guys. So she, yeah, raise your hand if you've been blocked by KJ. I've been blocked by KJ on all platforms, by the way. And I never talked to her. KJ discussed child essay in very graphic details and continued to make jokes about child essay. She has thousands of predators following her. Her sub count goes up because she does only sub chat, which is weird. Why she only does sub chat because she lives in an echo chamber, which is fine. But I didn't know about the essay. I don't know about this. I don't know about the Duggar. I know that she grew her platform massively off of the Duggars, which is whatever. I don't care. Do what you got to do to grow your thing, right? Yeah, the people that watch KJ are literally, they hate watch her. She probably has the biggest following of hate watches. And if you don't know what that means, it means that you're paying her to hate her. Like, you are paying her when you watch her. If all the people who hated KJ Crystal Ball just stopped watching her, her view count would go down by 3/4. Okay? Digger. So I wanted to point out that this beef with KJ is not a beef. I from day one, I didn't talk about her. I would never build my channel. Again, there's so many people who built their channel hating on KJ and would grow by 1,000 subs, and then that's kind of where it hit. I don't like doing that on YouTube. I don't like being drama baited. I don't like any of that stuff. But when the creator themselves, who are bigger than me, are gonna start calling me out on Instagram with my fans of mine who now are haters because they think I'm QAnon, which is ridiculous. I will take offense to it and I will clarify it. Okay, if anybody ever takes anything KJ says at heart, there's something wrong with you. It's just like these family vloggers. She's disingenuous at every level, okay? She's like anybody on YouTube. This is her full-time job, okay? She does it to make money, okay? Oh, geez. Something just flipped. So, and I get that. So she grows her channel off of just covering the Duggars, doing all the things she needs to do, and she's done that. And I'm not gonna hate, because that's what I do. I cover family vloggers. I do ex-Christian stuff. I do ex-Mormon stuff. I do a bunch of stuff. That's what we do here. I don't do it full time though, but she does. And so, and she's not funny. Like it's just sad. She's terrible, terrible, terrible. And so that's why I helped Illuminacy with that intro that you saw there, everybody, if you wanted to see it again. Somebody like the following of hate she has is actually mind-blowing. And the amount of times she's threatened to sue me and everybody else and just threatens lawsuits time after time after time after time, it gets a little bit tiring. And so it's gross. Who's worse? Her or Shannon? Shannon. 100%. I don't think that Katie Joy exploits her child for views, so I can't fault her for that. All I can fault her for is just being totally unaware and not self-aware of her toxicity. So that's kind of what's going on with that. And a lot of you guys who come into this chat right now, there's like almost 2,000 people in this chat. You got to understand, I don't know anything about her except for the fact that she covered Micah when I covered Micah. I don't follow Without a Crystal Ball. I can't, like, I've tried to turn her chat on way back in the day when I didn't really know who she was. I'm like, how do people watch this? Where she sits on a couch and picks her nose. It doesn't make any sense to me. But she does lives all day long, and she makes a ton of money on YouTube, everybody. I'm going to go to her channel right now. I'll show you. I'll give you an idea of how much money she makes if you really want to know. Okay. I'm doing it live.
The power went out in my room.
Okay. Why? What do you have on in there?
Nothing new.
Heater?
My heater's always on.
Okay, well, you have to turn it off, dude. I don't know. Sorry, my son's power went out. Okay, hold on. All right, sorry, guys. So let me point out, I'm going to open up her channel here. You guys can see it's just 203,000 subscribers, okay? And I'm going to open that up quick here. Share screen, Chrome tab. Here we go. She has, okay, so Without a Crystal Ball has 94 million views, okay? Which is about, I don't know how many I have like 14 million views. So Without a Crystal Ball, with it beyond the shadow of a doubt, okay? If she does her AdSense correctly and everything else, puts her ads and all that, beyond anything, Without a Crystal Ball has made well over $500,000 to $700,000 on YouTube alone. Okay? Like, I'm not joking. She makes hundreds of thousands of dollars a year doing this. And she does it because she's the villain. And that's how she banks being the villain. She is the villain. She knows that she's the villain. And she makes her money on being a villain. All right, here. Say hi. There. Good? Good. You lost. Okay. So I wanted to point that out to you guys, that's how much money she makes. This 94 million views is a huge, huge deal. And she always complains about being stalked and all that stuff and doxxed. And I've told many family vloggers this too. If you put your P.O. box in your damn thing, all someone has to do is go wait by the P.O. box one day. That's it. So stop being stupid. So yeah. So anyway, yeah, I'm just telling you, like, she got lucky because her content is absolutely trash. Like, I'm not saying that she's not smart. I think she's well-spoken and she does do her research on certain things for sure. Especially when it came to the Micah thing, is the only thing I really followed her on ever. Okay. But at the same time, she also is a massive following of hate, which is really, really, really dangerous. Thanks. Yeah, the Todd Chrisley. I don't know what's going on with Todd Chrisley situation. I think she's just getting sued by Todd Chrisley. I don't know what's going on. I've never seen someone be sued so many times and so publicly by big, big creators. I don't know what she said about them. I don't know because I don't watch her garbage. It's trash. Her intro, which is why I made the intro that I made, is the craziest thing I've ever seen. And it's the worst absolute ball sack thing. And that's when I reached out to her. I said, do you need some help? It looks like you need some help. You are filming with a potato and it's garbage. And your content, when we came to the Micah thing, again, I didn't know who she was. I had no idea. So I was just trying to help her. Okay? Her intro so cringy at this point, it's become iconic. So, So short answer, what did she do? She called me out. She said I was in her DMs, and she says I'm the worst when it comes to the Sophie situation, which we'll talk about in a second, and all this. And I don't talk about her. I don't go at her. I don't mention her. Nothing like that. I don't even know. So, well, when I was following her for the Micah thing, I thought she did some good stuff. I mean, she has 200,000 subscribers for a reason, everybody. I know half of them are haters, which is weird that haters subscribe to somebody. I don't understand it. So, yeah, maybe. I don't know. Again, I don't know enough about her because, you guys, I'm only basing this off of when I started on YouTube, the Micah situation started. That's the only thing I ever watched of Crystal Ball. And then everybody said, you need to run away from this lady as fast as you possibly can. Okay? As fast as you possibly can. She does stir up her own drama, Cass. This is what YouTubers do. This is good money for them. Which is why I'm not trying to, I don't care if she comes at me. This is the only time I'm ever going to talk about Without a Crystal Ball. She doesn't deserve your time, my time, any of that. But if she's going to call me out to her 200,000 subscribers, I'm going to push back a little bit. I'm going to have a little bit of pushback on what she's doing. Okay? And so many people warned me. I can't even, hundreds of people were like, just stay away from her. Stay away from her. Stay away from her. It's such a weird place on YouTube that you have so much hate and then, but you still make tons and tons and tons of money. So that's what went on with Without a Crystal Ball. A lot of you are coming into the comments and you're saying, you know all of the problematic stuff that Katie Joy did. And maybe it's worth someday doing a deep dive into all the shit that she's done. Maybe. I don't know. But I'm not going to build my channel or anything like that off hate for someone like that because so many people do it and it's almost too old. It's just, it's done. She is the worst. Everybody knows she's the worst. So what's the point? She has people who will always follow her and always stan her, which is so weird. I've seen some tweets and stuff where she gets angry at her own subscribers. It's such a weird thing. Honestly, if people just stopped watching her, I swear to God, if the people who hate watch her just stopped watching her, she would lose half her money. I'm guarantee it. I guarantee it. Her block list must be thousands upon thousands upon thousands upon thousands. So, all that to say about Without a Crystal Ball, she's definitely, without a lot of things too. A straight chin is one. But if anybody has anything to say about Without a Crystal Ball, there's almost 2,000 people in this chat. If you want to bring some beef up that you want to get off your chest, go for it. I'll talk about it. That's what we can do here tonight. Get it off your chest. Have a little session here. Get a little therapy. Okay? Go for it. But at the same time, I want to encourage you guys that if you don't like her, stop effing watching her. Holy, don't. Watch it on something else. I don't understand why people want to watch her. Yeah, please hit this subscribe and like button, guys. Get this out there. I really don't care. I'm probably going to delete this after anyway. Because it's just not something I really want to do. But I really wanted to point that out because at the beginning, I was a naive, and I still am to some degree, YouTuber. I'm still relatively new to this, okay? Really, really, really new. So when I started YouTube, started talking about Micah, I went to her because she was doing the same thing, and I'm like, hey, she got a lot of subscribers, she gets a lot of views. I'll reach out. Because when you're a new YouTuber, the way you grow is you collaborate with people. I've collaborated with Sloan. I collaborate with people where I shouldn't have collaborated with them. I collaborate with lots of great people. I have a little cool community. And so I did that, and I didn't know. When you don't know, you don't know. But then people were always like, I told you so. And they were right. They told me so. I've never been warned so many times about one creator in my life other than Katie Joy because of the toxicity. So, yeah, I'm sure she does repost stuff. Again, the amount of videos that she does, if I just go to her channel again real quick, her videos, okay? She uploaded 2 hours ago, 6 hours ago, 3 days. She uploads insane amounts about Duggars. And she makes huge dollars just just talking about Duggars. What families are on my snark list? Almost all the family vloggers. I don't know anything with Duggars, and maybe she does do a good job. Clearly she does. She clears 100,000 views almost per video. So, yeah, I feel like there's something that went down too with the Duggar thing where she seeked out the abusive material and was watching it or something, and I'm pretty sure it was illegal for what she did. I don't know. I know that you guys all know. There's so many people who know so much more about this situation, but yeah, she spends her entire day, Margaret, on YouTube. I've never seen anything like it. The lives she does, the Instagram lives, the blocking of people. She spends, I'm not kidding you, 16 to 18 hours a day online in some degree. And doesn't she have a child? Doesn't she have a husband? Does she ever leave her house? Does she ever go on a vacation? Does she ever travel? What does this woman do? She is obsessed with YouTube. And eventually it's going to be gone like it is for a lot of people, right? She's going to piss off the wrong person and her YouTube channel is going to be gone. And everybody's going to have a big party and they're all going to buy cakes and shit like that. But that's what's going to happen. It's going to happen to me. It's going to happen to everybody. This is how it goes down. My first video I watched of KJ last week and she calls her viewers stupid. Yeah, she's really, it's not even like she's trying to be like, hey, you guys are dumb, haha. She's vitriolic with her own subscribers. It's like they're her children and she's, I don't get it. She's like a wicked stepmom. It's so weird, man. And I told her to buy the equipment. She bought the camera. I don't know if she bought the microphone, but she doesn't care. She doesn't understand. Like, she doesn't need to, right? She doesn't need to. I didn't know that did she go after Sloan? Someone was just typing that. Did she actually go after Sloan? Did she go after Sloan? Because if she went after Sloan, that's not cool. Don't go after Sloan. Sloan's the prince of YouTube. She gets mad at her own subscribers. Again, it's been a minute since I watched her, but I don't see that changing. Yeah, she's so weird. Just a weirdo. Just a straight up weirdo. So, okay. Well, keep forgetting she exists. And I guess if more people, again, I swear to God, if those haters just for like 1 week all came together on that Reddit and all on Twitter, and anybody who's here in those Reddits and those Twitters, I just do this for me. Try to gather everybody on those platforms for 1 week. Do not watch any of her videos. Watch what happens to the view count. Watch what happens. Who's Luca? Anyway. Okay. So, all that to say about KJ, the reason I brought that up is because she's obviously gloating about the Michael Long situation and the Sophie Long situation. And she has no reason to gloat, by the way, everybody. Because she jumped from position to position to position to position. And whatever way the wind was blowing that she would gather the most hate moss, she would just roll into that and gather the moss. That's what she did. She for some reason, she likes to collect people who are like her, right? Those people who watch her and listen to what she has to say are just like her. That's the same thing with when it came to Critical K, who's gone off YouTube, thank the Lord. That's the same thing with anybody who's kind of like a villain, right? They collect villains. That's what they do. You're only gonna you live in an echo chamber, that's fine. But if you live in that type of chamber, this is the people that are gonna watch you. And people are invested. Okay? I've never seen any Duggar videos. I've never even watched 19 Kids and Counting. I did talk about him getting convicted, and he should have been, and obviously, she likely knows more. Again, if a grown-ass woman with a child and a husband who has a life knows this much about another family on TV, you got problems, okay? You wake up, go outside, and go to a park. Go play Frisbee. Do something else. Okay. Wait, is Annie in here? I didn't even see her. Oh, there it is. I will say before I even knew Josh, he messaged me to tell me what mic camera and settings to use. He then... Oh, yeah, that's right. I remember that. Thanks, Annie. I remember. I helped Annie, too. Yeah, that's true. Again, the thing with Katie Joy that pissed me off, the reason that she said all this stuff, is because I just wanted to reach out to help, like I helped Annie, like I helped anybody who needs the help. And I have helped a lot of people because I enjoy this. I enjoy the equipment and telling people what works, okay? And so when she comes at me and lies about like me trying to, I don't know, come on her, again, not my type, crazy eyes. I'm married, so relax. Yeah, I don't like people who pick their nose on camera either. It's kind of weird. If you guys have not seen the Illuminacy videos on With Our Crystal Ball, she's amazing at it. Josh, I'm literally only here to say I knew it. I've seen the headline, got to catch up live now. I'm telling you I know this will happen. Yeah. Again, I'm not going to be going past this. I don't care if she talks about me. She can come at me all she wants. I don't care. But I just wanted to straighten out the whole story because I refused to talk about it for this whole time. And I'm just like, I'm bored tonight. So let's do this. So let's put something else to bed tonight as well. Okay? When it comes to the Sophie Long case, again, and I think Annie would agree. I think Will would agree. Most people would agree. Oh, that's cool. Yeah, I saw the Gatti Keto. I think most people would agree. What was I talking about? Shoot. What was I saying? Oh, yeah. I think Will, Annie, anybody who's covered this side of the case who was on Sophie's side of this case would probably sit here and admit to you that this is the worst thing that's ever happened. The most cursed, toxic case we've ever seen. Okay? When it came to the Sophie case, I wasn't into real crime yet, right? Hashtag real crime. I wasn't into it yet. But I was into the idea of a parent and, you know, I was doing the Dad Challenge podcast stuff, right? So that's what drew me to this case. Here's what truly drew me to this case. And again, trigger warning, you guys are going to watch the Sophie video again. I'm not going to show the whole thing, just parts of it. Trigger warning. But remember why, guys, we started talking about this. Can we remember why? Let's see if I can find and fast forward it.
Move your hands.
No! I think her hands.
Is your hand stuck?
No!
Listen. When she screams, guys, okay? When she screams. When I saw that as a dad, I don't care who you are, as a dad who loves my children, and I will do this again if I see the same type of thing going on, okay? If I do it again, if I hear it again, if I see it again, I will do the exact same thing I did with this case. Okay? I will. Every single time, I will believe this scream.
That's okay.
Who's
So
touching?
who's touching you?
Who's touching me?
No, I do want to know because I care about you. I do want to know. So who's touching you? Who's been touching you?
Mr. T.
Mommy
Mommy watches.
Is it? Mommy watches it happen. And it always makes me feel bad about myself.
What is he touching?
Baby.
Hey, baby.
What does he do?
Like, touches it and scratches it. Because one time I woke up and there was blood in my underwear.
One time I woke up and there's blood in my underwear. Okay, I'm not going to show you anymore. You guys have seen this. I wanted to remind you of that, everybody. Real quick. About those who stood up for this little girl. Because we watched that. We all watched that with our eyes. Okay, we all watched that with our ears, with our hearts. Parents all watched that. We all sat here. We watched that. We heard her words about Jake touching her VV, scratching her with blood. We all watched it. Okay? Now I want to be honest with those people in here who were on Kelly's side, okay? Who stood for Kelly and all that kind of stuff. You honestly tell me and sit there and tell me right now that when you saw that, the first thing you did was, no, she's a liar. I was abused when I was a child. My people in my family were abused in the same way as a child. This is something that hits really close to home. That girl, and I don't care what anybody says to this day, was not coached to say that. I don't care what you think about Michael Long. I don't care what you think about Kelly. I don't care what you care about anybody else in this case. Okay? There's no kid on earth who could act that. Not the way that she was screaming. And everybody who was listening to this for the first time, okay? And for the first time when they heard it back then, they all believed her and still do. If you can honestly watch that video and sit here and call someone a brat, okay, after watching that, you have mental problems. You should get yourself checked out because you are crazy. And you should not be victim blaming a female child who just said what she said. Do you understand that? Now, Michael Long effed up this entire case. He's an idiot. I'll give you guys all that. And everybody seems to want to put Will, Annie, and I, and everybody else that was in that little group on Michael's side. Okay, everybody? Because he was the one willing to speak for her because she was with him. But what you refused to bend on is that that's not what we were doing at all. It's that we were standing up for Sophie because there was this disgusting group of assholes, chain-smoking bingo players with 1,000 cats who watch KJ, Critical Cankles, and all these weird-ass Kaylee with a tea bag on her forehead. All these people, okay? They were all sitting in those chats disparaging a little girl who was screaming about being abused on camera. Blood-curdling screams. Okay? Nobody believes, even those people who came out and said they don't believe her, believes that shit. What you saw in that video, regardless of what has happened to this day, okay, was real. It's her truth, and she spoke it, and you believe her. And every system failed this little girl. Every single parent failed this little girl. All of her family, all of her family's friends, every effing person in this girl's circumference failed her. The police, the doctors. We have freaking police on body cams lying about this whole thing. So, yeah, we're going to put this to rest tonight. KJ is sick because she called this girl brat, and everybody's like, nah, she didn't. So let's go back to the post where she talked about that. I'm going to bring up this other one here. Hold on, let me find it for y'all. Here we go. So, here's the other thing about Katie Joy, is the amount of haters she has is actually the most mind-blowing thing I've ever seen. But there are people who save and document and file every word she's ever said. She has so many people that hate her that they will literally collect every absolute minuscule detail of this crazy-looking weirdo face and just watch it and remember and memorize every word and everything else. So, oh, I know she said worse than that, but let's get into this one. So she claims that she didn't say it, but let's listen with our own ears. If you're gonna believe your ears, believe your ears.
Poisoned them against her and is planting ideas in their heads.
I'm gonna stop her there too right now. She's just said that they're poisoning her against and planting ideas in her head. Pretty sure KJ was on Michael's side to begin with, by the way, everybody. But then she's saying this, and again, as a mother, as a parent, okay, as a dad, which I am, anybody in this chat who's a mother, you can honestly watch that video of her saying what she's saying and saying, no, that was all planted. That's all planted. You've got to be crazy in your head to believe that shit. Or want to be a villain. Do you understand where I'm going here now? You need to want to be a villain because it will get you the views of the people who are coming in from that angle. Okay. Sorry, I was just getting text. So, anybody in here who is a parent, okay? If a kid came up to me and this was happening, I'm sorry. I'm helping that kid no matter what. You believe the kid. Isn't Katie Joy, doesn't she claim to be a victim herself? So someone who's a victim of something similar, I think she is, I don't know. Are you seriously going to sit there and call a girl brat? So let's continue this shitball chat.
That's what the mom says. She claims that this isn't true. So, I just can't believe you put this online.
Not Katie Joy saying, I can't believe he put this online. Not Katie Joy, who puts everything online. Who licks her straps on her sweater. Who picks her nose and wipes her face. And has weird fingers. Not Katie Joy saying, can't believe you put this online. If Michael didn't put this online, none of us would have known. And no matter what, if Sophie ends up back with Jake, everybody, we should all be very upset with that. We should all be very, very angry about that. Any judge or lawyer, anybody who comes up to this girl has heard her story and puts her back in that situation. I don't care if you think she's lying. I don't care. She also should be able to have a choice of who she doesn't want to be around. Specifically, it's someone that's not related to her. Somebody send KJ a box of tissues, for the love of God. Okay, let's continue this shit show.
And I can't believe how riled up people still are about this. I'm like, you guys, you can't.
Can't what?
You can't literally like, and people are just sharing the
Can't literally what?
video like it's nothing. She was just being a brat and wanted to stay with her dad.
Okay, now this is the comment that she reads, and I want to point this out. First of all, you've got a subscriber in your chat who just said that. Kelly Bath says, she says, was she just being a brat and wanted to stay with her dad? She didn't say she was being a brat. Kelly Bath is asking the question, everybody. Just didn't have a question mark. She's asking the question. Watch Katie's response.
Part of me thought she was just being bratty. Like she would just go from crying to fine, from crying to fine. And it reminded me of when my son pitches a fit.
Well, that's very telling. If your son pitches a fit like that without a crystal ball, you're a badass parent. You're a terrible parent. My kid has never pitched a fit like that. Never once. Screaming because he doesn't want to be with me. Your kid pitches that fit because he doesn't even know who you are. You're literally on the internet 24 hours a day, lady. Sorry, I'm yelling. I'm sorry. I won't yell that much anymore, I promise. I get really upset with this shit. Because she just then repeated, that person didn't say she was a brat. That person was asking, do you think that she's just being bratty? What does Crystal Ball say? Yes, she's just being bratty. So yes, without a crystal ball sack, yes, you called her bratty. The person didn't say she was bratty. The person was asking. And then you said, yes, that's what I think. Has everybody got that now? Can we land there? Can we all be together on that right now? Are we good with that? Are we cool? And then that's what she says. That's where she finishes. So, when Critical Cankles did the same thing, she elicited a ton of hate from a lot of people. You cannot, okay? You cannot say that about somebody who's a victim. You're not allowed to do it. There are certain things that will get you canceled. I'm surprised she has been canceled. That is one of them. When a little girl says he was touching my VV and there's blood in my underwear, and then you go on a live chat chewing on your friggin' sweater, sitting there, just chatting with nameless weirdos who are probably at bingo. Okay, just sitting there, chain smoking, with their kids in the house. Okay, those types of people who should follow her, right? Bowling league type of people. Okay. When you say that, when you sit there and then you say that, you literally became non-human to me. Non-human. You are no longer allowed to have a comment or anything about any victims henceforth from this position. Okay? Henceforth. I love it, Claire. Cancel Karen. So I wanted to point that out because this is a pivotal moment in KJ's YouTube career that a lot of people don't seem to want to remember. Okay? When you come on the internet, look, you guys can hate me all you want for standing up for Michael or whatever you want to say. Cool. I don't mind that, right? Again, this case is a curse. Do I support him now? No. Did I support him then? Well, he was the voice for Sophie. I really didn't have a choice. You can come at me all you want about that. But I didn't get up in a chat, okay? And where a girl was screaming bloody murder and call her a brat. This is a pivotal moment. Massive pivotal moment in KJ's life, in YouTube career, where everybody seemed to not realize what she had just done there was a huge deal. Someone who I think claims, and you guys can probably correct me if I'm wrong, claims that she is also a victim. Okay? She lost all credibility at this moment. For me. because she was wavering in her support for Michael, then Sophie, then she was Kelly, and this and that and this. And then the lawyers were feeding KJ all the shit she needed to tell from Kelly's side. And she was just being a puppet. Anybody who lands on the opposite side of Sophie in this case, and I'm not saying Michael, I'm saying Sophie. Eliminate Kelly and Michael from this whole position and put Sophie in the middle. Okay? Right in the middle. Anybody who doesn't believe her, I want to swear really badly. You can suck an egg. Okay? You are a terrible, terrible human being. If you are an adult who watched that video of Sophie screaming for her life, okay, and didn't believe her or called her a brat and thought she was faking it, you are a terrible, terrible, terrible person. Rethink your life. You're a bad person. You are bad at your core. There's something wrong in your heart. It's black. You are toxic and you are a curse. Okay, so please, and especially those who have children, who are standing up for Kelly and Jake, those who have children who are standing for Jake, the guy we know specifically with police reports abused Kelly. You stood for this man because you either hated me or Annie or Will or whatever. You would stand for an abuser and not believe a victim, a 9-year-old victim. If that is you, F you. From the bottom of my heart, get stuffed, asshole. There's no KJ. I'm surprised there's not a lot of KJ supporters in this chat. Jake should be in jail. And again, your American system, we talk about this all the time, is F. This guy literally, there's calls where Kelly herself, we can hear it. I have them. Where Kelly herself is like, this guy is terrible. Get him out of here. So, with KJ sitting here gloating about Michael being caught in Mexico or whatever the heck's going on over there, Mike, if you guys want to know my stance on this whole Michael thing, I don't know where you stood, Will. I didn't get to watch your live on it. But if you want to know where I stand on this ceased being about Sophie for Michael a long time ago. The money came in, and I do honestly believe at its core, Michael had Sophie's best interest at heart, and then somewhere along the way, it switched to being about him. And even he forgot what he was fighting for. And when you forget the battle, specifically for your kids, you lose everything. And you know who loses the most in this whole situation? Of all the situation, and this is the last time you're going to hear me talk about this, and you guys, you know what I'm going to say. Sophie is the only loser in this situation. Who does Sophie turn to now? A dad who broke the law because he had no other, apparently felt he had no other options or avenues. And there were other options, and there were other avenues. There always is. Okay? Like signing custody over to his parents, lots of other things he could have done. And then the other side of Sophie is Kelly, who lives with an abusive man who we know is abusive. Okay? And in the middle stands a girl who doesn't want to be there. It would break my effing heart if I was in this type of situation and my daughter was screaming like that. I would do the exact effing same thing that Michael Long did. Sorry. So no matter what you feel about him or what you feel about them, here's a couple ways to just boil this down to a couple of things. If you once in your life stood for Jake in this case at one level or another and said, no, he's good. He's good. If you ever once stood up for this guy, regardless of the Sophie situation, you are shit. Okay? 2, if you stood up for the police and what they did and how they messed this whole shit up, you're a bad person. Okay? If you were one of those people who went on KJ's chat and everything, called her a brat or whatever the case may be, or called her a liar, you're a bad person. Okay? The Grinch has nothing on you. You have a toxic, disgusting, cancerous heart, and you should check yourself. Okay? Go get a breath of fresh air. Get off of YouTube. I urge any stable family in Texas to step up and inquire adoption. Yeah, please do. Yeah. I think, Stephanie, this is where most people stood on this case, right? So for the most part, you got Annie, you got Will, and myself who talked about this. I didn't talk about it as much as everybody else did, and I never monetized one video ever about this Sophie situation. Never once. And I'm not saying it was bad to anybody else did. I just said I didn't, because it's still early and I wasn't making any money anyway. But the issue was, is anybody who heard this, regular human beings who heard this, and I've seen so many, the news was covering it. Everybody was covering it. Okay? When you heard it, you believed it. And so those who didn't, what's wrong? Think about what you're missing in your brain. What you're missing out of here. The selfishness that you absolutely has just encompassed your body. That you won't believe a child. And so what's going to happen in the future if another child does this? You're not going to believe the child. And you absolutely should believe the child every time. So, a lot of people are coming at me, always leave comments, what about the Michael Long thing? Here you go. I hope you enjoy it. Okay? It's probably not the friggin' win you thought you were going to have over me. Okay? Because I will tell you this. No matter what you think about me and the snark that I do and the people that I make fun of or whatever you call me, misogynist, I don't give a shit. Regardless of what you think about me. If one thing is true, most of you have to admit, my message has always been the same. And if I heard this again with a different case, a different child, I would do it again. Every single time. I don't care if I was wrong in the end. I did the right thing in the beginning. And I still don't think I'm wrong about Sophie. At all. Not at all. Who's this Barb? What is she saying? I'm not even reading the chat because I'm super angry right now. Always protect the kids. I don't care what you guys think about me again. Yeah, I hope so too. You guys know me, and a lot of people are like, well, you just... And they come at me, and they say the same stupid, tired, shitty argument every time. But at my core, at the beginning of everything, and the end of everything I do, is always the one thing that stands true. What is my message here in the Dad Challenge podcast? Stop exploiting children. Stop hurting children. Protect the children. The end. And how do I do it? I make fun of people really badly. Okay? And it's funny. But I bring awareness. I snark to bring awareness. Sorry. What is Barb saying? I need to hear. I don't know what she's saying, so. Yeah, if your 9-year-old discloses that much emotion and detail, you pay attention. The one thing about that video that has never left me since I watched it, okay? It has never left me. There's no way that's fake, you guys. And anybody with a brain or a heart knows that shit's not fake. I don't care. You can't fake that. That's like next level Oscar worthy, and she's 9. No formal training, nothing. That is just like visceral realness in a child. And those of us who are parents know it in our hearts. We know what screams sound like. Like if I hear a scream upstairs, I'm like, I can literally gauge what the hell just happened. Someone stubbed a toe, someone stole an iPad, someone tripped and fell, dog, farted. I know the screams. Parents know. What you heard there is unthinkable. It's a parent's worst nightmare to hear what you were hearing in that. Josh, please be careful. Every time someone goes at her, she doxes them, digs into her financial. Here's my financial records. She can't find shit on me. Everybody seems to think they can find shit on me. Guys, I literally am the most vanilla person you've ever met in your entire life. I don't even have a speeding ticket. Remember when Shannon Rose called me a child R, and then there's somebody who said I killed somebody in like Alaska? Guys, go for it. I will make my records public. Have at it. I'm probably the most vanilla person ever. So maybe I'm just away from that. Everybody's got skeletons. I just don't have any. Not really. Maybe I littered a couple times. Maybe. I did litter. I have done that. I don't care what she tries to do at this point. I wanted to straighten it out for everybody who's finally been wanting me to talk about this. I'm giving you, because I'm so done with these types of people on YouTube who don't deserve the platform that they have. because they are villains. Again, when you don't believe, I don't care about any of the other things she does. If she wants to use the Duggars to make herself hundreds and hundreds and hundreds of thousands of dollars, go for it. If you want to watch that shit because she's the one putting it out there, I'm not going to fault you. It's probably interesting, okay? But as soon as you come after a little girl, a victim, I'm done with you. I don't think that she exploits children, though, does she? Yeah, as a mama of 4, if someone makes my child cry like that, I find out why and I take care of that. Post haste, exactly. But Michael, remember the story. The guy was stuck between a rock and a hard place. He could not intervene or would have been arrested. This is the problem with this system. If a cop were to be there and see that, if I was a cop, I don't care what the law says. Let's just take her home. Let's revisit this through the courts. Sorry. It was insane. Oh, I'm sure. I don't know anything about her, so. Yeah, it was a very disturbing video. It's crazy. Thank you. Well, I mean, I don't think she... Okay, well, I don't know. I don't think... I mean, you could call me then the same thing because I talk about family vloggers, so... Yeah, that's the thing. This is true too, though. You do know a lot about her child, so... There's probably a lot of privacy issues that she probably divulges. I'm sure she does. Because she's probably... But here's my thing, and I could be wrong, and you guys can correct me if I'm wrong. But it sounds like she just does that to garner pity, right? She probably says, woe is me, my life. Guys, again, let me reiterate to you right now by looking at her sub count and her view counts. Okay? She has made, I'm not even kidding you, hundreds upon hundreds upon hundreds of thousands of dollars sitting in her ugly living room with her shitty camera, making tons of money doing this. Watch on Friday and Saturday to catch KJ drunken streams. Bring popcorn. Again, guys, can you guys do me a favor? Anybody who's in these Reddit threads and all that stuff, could you guys all come together for 1 week, and not watch any of her videos, or get somebody to download it and post it somewhere else for 1 week and watch what happens to her view counts? You watch. The most hate-watched person on YouTube, guaranteed. Next to Jeffree Star, probably. I think she has time to be online so much because this is all she does. This is her entire life. Has she ever gone on a vacation? Does she ever take care of her own child? I don't know. Apparently her husband does it, right? Yeah, this is it. There's always something that could be a trigger for the little girl. Sight, sound, smells, wind. Yeah. She graphically explains how CSA was done. Now, I don't understand why she would do that, though. What is her end game there? Is she trying to get people angry about what Josh Duggar did and to, like, create that vitriol towards him, which is totally deserved? So, I don't know. Probably is no reason to do that, because then you're just re-victimizing that child, in my opinion. So hopefully she doesn't do that. Of course she's not entertaining. I don't know why people think she's not funny. Maybe she is. Is she? I don't know. I don't watch... Again, when I watched her Micah stuff, I just assumed she wasn't a comedian. She just did it for... I watched Def Noodles, too, when I first started, and he's a funny guy. But she's not funny. I just assumed she was just straight, giving details or whatever. Oh, we're just talking about Without a Crystal Ball and the Sophie situation. For shock value. Again, guys, just stop watching her. Stop. That's all my only rule. Don't go after them to hate them. Don't leave a negative comment. Don't leave a thumbs down. Nothing them. She claims she's seen the Duggar CSAM and explained in graphic detail. Why would she watch that? Why watch it? Just believe it. Guy's been convicted. Why would you seek that out? It's saying a lot of things. I don't often get 2,000 people in a chat, so it is definitely saying a lot of things. So, again, does anybody have any other questions? Was there anybody who ever was really in doubt about the Sophie thing? Even I know that Annie and I know that Will, everybody kind of stood on that stance from the beginning, no matter how we covered the case. Like, did anybody honestly believe that we were just there for Michael? Or did you guys... I hope that you realized that in the end, it was all because of what Sophie said. The Michael situation, either he was savvy enough to convince us of things. I don't know. I still do believe that he did what he did because she did what she did. I just felt like it got way out of hand for him. So I never want... Yeah, I think Margaret's right. I don't think we ever once doubted Sophie. But it got all convoluted because of all the haters, the weirdos, and the villains like KJ and Critical... Crackass and all those people who had this very small but very loud minority of disgusting, gross women on these forums and stuff that would go out there and create so much shit and mass report and like docs and stalk and everything else. Just mind-blowing to me the amount of time people will spend on one situation. Like, I know you guys can say I spend about an hour a day talking about all the things I talk about, but it's all different situations. KJ knows more about the Duggars than the Duggars know about the Duggars. That's crazy to me. You shouldn't know that much about somebody. You shouldn't. She hit 200,000 subscribers when she was live. It's actually, I'm very surprised that she actually hit 200,000 subscribers. And it'd be interesting to watch on Social Blade and on Social Book that I have to see if any of those are purchased. Because, first of all, just don't purchase subs, because in the end, they'll be deleted. Purchasing subs is a no-go for me. I will never once, ever, ever, ever purchase one subscriber. I want every subscriber I have to be well-earned, and every one that I've lost to be well-earned. You know what I mean? I'm never going to do that. So I can't believe that she grew to 200,000. It's mind-blowing to me. But it's the Duggar stuff. So when the Duggar stuff is over, what is she going to do, right? She'll just latch on to something else. 8,000 subs in 10 minutes? Yeah, that's bot. That's a Russian bot farm. Yeah, you can get nixed from YouTube for doing that. Oh, you can purchase lots of subs. You can do lots of stuff on YouTube. Costs a lot of money, too. Will is the Glarer. Everybody, go follow Glarer. Go follow Annie, 10 to Life. Drop the links. Those are the two people that I've aligned with since the beginning. And Sloan is somebody that I stand, that I stand up for. I've talked to Sloan a bunch of times. The kid is a good kid. I like him a lot. And these are people that I've stuck with since the beginning, and I always will. And so I think it's very important to keep your circles tight on YouTube and small. But I will stand for people who are loyal, and I'll be loyal to those. But KJ, the thing with KJ that was really weird was I'm just trying to help her. And then she took my help, and then it was just rude. Just rude. Just rude. Not even a thanks. Maybe she said thanks. She could have. I don't know. I looked back through my Facebook chats to see, but they're gone, so I don't know. Sloan is a good kid. Her husband moderates her chats and channel. Doubt anyone watches the kid. That's such a scary thing. She used to grow 1,000 subs a day. That's not normal. Unless, no, I don't think so. I'm super behind because I'm being a mom. But that's what you got to do first. Being a mom first. Then come on YouTube and chat. This is Limeade, and it's amazing. She has respite nurses and stuff. Okay. Okla Emoretics, 11-month-old black male, silver Ford Fiesta. Jeez. Where is it? Where in the city or where in America is that? Her Duggar content is stolen. Do your due diligence, people find out. She has no source. If she did, I ask again why she'd know about. Okay. Thank you, Megan. I appreciate it. Megan, you look like a school teacher. Let me know if I got that right. I've heard of the doxing stuff. I don't know. I don't know. Tulsa? Okay. Okay. I don't believe that her growth is genuine either. I don't believe it for a minute. You get up to a certain echelon of subscribers, right? And to drop is a bad deal, because if you start losing subscribers, it's like it will snowball out of hand real quick. A lot of people do it just to mitigate the disaster of falling apart. All right, thanks, Pork Chop. I appreciate your help. Oklahoma, read Amber Alert. Emma Reddick's 11 months old. Anybody in Oklahoma out here? She can come after me all she wants. I'm not going to go toe to toe. It's not worth my time, guys. I'm not going to be that guy who's like, let's hit it. Nope, not doing it. This is the only one you guys are going to get. I will nothing her after this. Nothing her. Which all of you should as well. If you don't like her, stop watching her chew on her whatever. Her sweater straps. Chews her sleeves and shit. It's weird. Go watch Illuminacy. If you want to watch KJ, go watch Illuminacy. She's got some funny videos. Yeah, so you guys in Oklahoma, just keep an eye out there. I just did a recap on her coming after me about the Sophie Long situation, everything else, and saying I'm in her DMs and all this stuff, which is totally not true. She's gross. Illuminacy. She's really funny. She's on Twitter. She does KJ like dead on. It's where I got this. Yeah, that's Illuminacy. I made that intro for her, and I did her editing. So that song, again, it's become iconic. It's so bad. That's what happened. I think her husband wrote it or something. So I think it's a toss. I'm not sure where Sophie is, but the Facebook group is saying that she's in like a foster system in Mexico while Michael is in a Mexican prison. I don't know if that's true or not. That's what I've heard. So I don't know. That sounds sketch to me, but I don't know. Someone said the baby was found. I think hopefully that's awesome. Her husband, yeah, probably. Topical? I don't know. I mean, what? Yes, I did see that my video is in the new Gabby Petito documentary, which is pretty cool. I knew that before you guys knew it. I had to sign releases and stuff, so. But, so, I mean, again, yeah. So, is there any questions about my situation that I need to clear up about, especially if it's with KJ or with Sophie and Michael Long situation? Happy to clear it up here. Happy to talk about it and put it to bed here in this chat, because I'm not talking about it ever again. Unless something bad happens to Sophie, and I hope it doesn't. I hope she comes out in this on top. But again, I'm never going to ever apologize to anybody for covering this situation. Never. Ever. Ever. I don't feel bad about covering the situation the way I did it. I believed a little girl, and so should you all. What we're taking away from this is that people are going to be scared to talk about this, and I never will be scared to talk about it. I'm never going to be scared to talk about this. Tom is never here anymore. What do I want you to take away from the situation? Nothing, people who don't deserve they don't deserve your social media currency. Stop watching. If you don't like me, stop watching me. If you don't like KJ, stop watching her. Stop hate watching people. You're literally paying them. Take that away. Don't believe everything you hear on Twitter either. You're a doctor? Sorry. That's badass though, Megan. Not gonna lie. You do look like a school teacher. Maybe it's the necklace and the smile where you're just like, you look like you could be a really good kindergarten teacher. Just saying. That's not like a slight. That's a compliment. But you're a doctor, and that's badass. What kind of doctor are you, Megan? Who are her cronies? Like, who are these people that you call cronies? Like, what are they going to do? Fight me? Like, I'm not scared of a bunch of, like, weirdo people who love toxic gossip. What are they going to do? Gossip about me? Go for it. Margaret thinks you're hot, so that's good. What are they going to stalk me how? I live in Canada. It's cold as balls up here. What are they going to do? Oh, I'll get you. I'm coming down to Florida on Wednesday if I can get over the border. I have all the peanut butter with me, and I will ship it from Florida. Where do you live, Lindsay? You in Florida? Well, thank you, Miss Lily Mason. I appreciate it. Okay. Is that directed at me or something? That's funny, though. I'm a doctor of snark. I'm doing a podcast with Chelsea at Beauty and the Dad Bod, and we're doing it live, and I'm shooting guns. I'm absolutely going to shoot some guns. Night, Hellbop. You need to be pregnant to get the Canadian peanut butter. That's how we roll here. It's a big celebration for you. You need this peanut butter in your body. This whole thing needs to be in your body. Let's go in and get back, Tomo. Thanks, Heather. Which package? Well, thank you, Annette. I appreciate it. Ask Preacher Boy about the death threats he got after a short live he did with her and retracted his support. Again, the people that follow Without a Crystal Ball are all a bunch of gossip moms. What are you going to do? Gossip about me? Cool. I'm not scared of any of these people, man. Don't send me Christmas presents. Broke college students, keep your money. If you're going to send me something, make me something from my tree. Just an ornament. That's what I want. I don't need anything. Just hand make me a drawing. I am not Preacher Boy, no. Nope. There's some wild stories about out there how far her stands and her take YouTube sheet. You wake up to circle. KJ and Ken, can you imagine? She comes to my door. I'm like, you don't even go here. Get lost, KJ. It's too cold for you to be up here. Well, you just had a baby and you're feeding it? I'll send you some peanut butter. I used peanut butter and got my wife pregnant. What? What? That's weird. Just don't. Is there nobody else really covering Duggars at all? Maybe I'll cover the Duggars for you guys. How about that? Let's just do a couple Duggar shows. You guys come on, we'll talk about it. I don't want to watch that. Of course I will send you peanut butter, Leah. Of course. What is in this peanut butter? Pure effing Canadian magic. That's what's in this peanut butter. It's amazing. Well, you can go get it yourself. You live in Guelph. Let's go get it. Okay, sweet. I want the pine. I want Christmas ornaments. Could you imagine I just started covering the Duggars every day? I'll just take what she does and I'll just recycle it like she does anyway, and I'll make it my own. Ooh, get that pharmacy final. That's not gonna be easy. Pharmacy is pharmacology. You're a baller, Dev Jordan. You're a baller for doing that. My wife's doing that. Don't even talk to her. Don't look at her. Don't enter the space that she's in. Walk quietly. Bring chocolate. That's what you do. And a Starbucks. And you're good to go. Absolutely going to be doing some real crime stories, Steph. Real crime. Absolutely. I enjoy doing it. I think it's really cool. I'm not going to cover the Duggars, I promise. I will cover, like, cases and stuff, but not, like... I'm not doing it. It's not worth it. Because, again, what's KJ going to do when the Duggars is over? What else can she do? Just email me, Josh at thedadchallengepodcast.com. Lithuania? It will cost me $400 to send you this jar of peanut butter. Lay's. They're on the tree. They were on the tree. Someone might have eaten it. The best. There's a Gabby Petito documentary coming out on December 17th on Peacock, which I can't get. Just great. Yeah, I really want to do that. They're going to come back on. I think there's a case that's going forward, so I'm following it. We'll get them on. Josh at thedadchallengepodcast.com. I don't need to do a parody of Cristobal. Illuminacy does a really good job. Well, thanks, Kristen. I appreciate that. Christine? Sorry. I will cover the world of mommy influencers, yes. It's a good series. She talks about everything Duggars. What time they wake up, what they make for breakfast, when they go to the bathroom. Does she really get, I mean, I know probably not that detailed, but what could you possibly cover about the Duggars that people want to keep hearing about? Are the Duggars really that interesting? They don't even have a TV show anymore. What is so interesting about a fundamental Christian weirdo people that she gets so many views for? I didn't see that they won a steamy piling of poop award. That's probably what they deserve, though. Hi, Roni. They tried to move Ethan Crumbley to a children's village today. The judge denied the request, thankfully. To a children's village? Really interesting. Yeah, she posts a lot, Angelina. Like, a ton. I'm just looking at her videos now. 3 hours ago. She gets 30,000 views in 3 hours. That's a lot of money. I get 30,000 views in 3 days. My parents want custody of their nephew who's in danger. How do you go about that if the parents still have custody? You just have to report. You have to do CPS or whatever. You can't. There's no other way to do it. You have to report. Here's the thing about pregnant women, okay? Not only are you like superheroes and you can smell through like walls and shit like that. You can smell 400 yards away, you know, tuna fish. But you have the best cravings. Apparently my mother, and something I remember about her very vividly, she craved brick dust. Is that weird? I'm bringing 8 jars of peanut butter with me, so when it goes, it goes. The meatball video is up right now, Joel. If you are a member of my channel, you can go watch it early. Or if you're a Patreon, you can also go watch it early. Otherwise, it comes out tomorrow at 5 p.m. But it's good. What's Pika? Pikachu? I craved smelling gasoline. Please don't do that when you're pregnant. Huffing gas up in the woods when you're pregnant. Please don't do that. She'll go where dollars go. Yeah. The thing about doing YouTube, and this is everybody, you hit on a topic and you just ride it out. And you hit on the next topic, you write it out. That's just the nature of YouTube. I'm not going to hate someone for doing that. The meatballs are good. But I'm not farting right now, which is weird. No, not brake dust. Brick dust. I don't think she actually ate the dust, but she, for some reason, craved brick dust. You craved onions? Oh. There's no better... What? There's no better smell than Canadian Tire. What? Weirdo. Pica. Okay. Going to South Tampa. Did I gain weight when yeah. Yep. Your sister ate dirt? That's weird. Actually, Kathy wasn't a big... I don't know. I don't remember. I don't know. So weird. Burritos. I don't like burritos. Not a big burrito fan. No, we can get like cartons of milk. Not like your gallon, like plastic, but we get like cardboard cartons of milk. Or you get milk in a bag. P.O. Box is in the description below, usually. Any of my videos have it in the description below, generally. What is this? Craving dirt is a sign of severely low level of iron. People crave dirt? I'm near Toronto. Okay, Roni, relax, you jerk. He's just meowing. I craved jalapeno chips, but then could eat them because they tasted like salsa. Ugh. Our milk comes in a bag, Skyla. Did you not know that? Do you want me to go get a bag of milk, everybody? Should I go get you a bag of milk? This is weird. You guys are weird. Craving dirt? 95% of people just are pregnant. That's hilarious. Okay, here. I'll be right back. You guys talk amongst yourselves. Lay down your bed. On your bed. All right. This is our milk. It feels like a boob. Very tight boob. Okay. This is the milk. Okay. This is what it comes in. So you take the milk out, you put it in this container. Okay, and then you pour the milk. See? No, it's not powdered. It's real milk. Powdered milk. It's very good. Our milk is also way better than your American milk. We have different rules for our milk. So you get 3 of these in a bag, and each of these is 1.5 liters. I don't have any cookies. I ate them all. No. It's not a waste of plastic. This has less plastic than your milk cartons that you get, the containers you get. Plus, you can reuse these bags. You just cut them, and you can reuse the bags. It does not leak. That's a pretty hefty... That's like... It's pretty, like, hefty. It doesn't leak. It's a very thick bag. Hello? No. Yeah, no, I'm doing it live. Yeah. No, it's fine. No, I'll call you back later. Okay. Yeah. Okay. So a bag of milk with 3 of these in it is like $4.70 Canadian. So I love talking about milk in a bag. Your milk made me sick, but I'm also used to fresh. Yeah, well, we can't have fresh from the cow milk either. That's dangerous. It's not homogenized or whatever. La cucaracha. You've never seen milk in a bag, Donna? Well, welcome to Canada. So 3 bags would be 4 liters of milk, which I don't know. 4 liters. We do the metric system or imperial. I don't know which one we do, but the right one. We do the right one. See, here's if you the trick to doing this, and nobody in my family does this. Where did that go? So the trick is you cut this end and you cut a little bit of this end so that the air flows, so that the bag doesn't bend over while you're pouring. Right? I love milk. Yeah, I think so yeah, 1 gallon is 3.7 liters, so it's about a gallon and a little more than a gallon. I mean, isn't breast milk just milk? You gotta drink your milk, guys. Get your teeth healthy, get your bones strong. You need that milk in your body. But we also have these things in our fridge. They're little magnets that have a little razor. You pop it off and it slits the corner, so you always have it. You're welcome for showing you my bag. Yes, they do have bag chocolate milk. Yes, they do. Tom, what's wrong with you? No. Milk is good. Good for the bones. No, it's more than 4 pints. Way more than 4 pints. Oh, this is 4 pints. I don't want to get calcium from other sources. I want this calcium. What are you trying to say, Donna? How do you sit it down? Okay, so here I'll show you. You get the empty carton. Everybody has like 2 or 3 of these at their house. Okay, easily. You put it in the carton. And then you do a little tappy tap, like this. That's it. Then you cut the corner, and your milk's ready. Wait, did I just pop this? No, I didn't. Okay. I think I just popped it. No, I didn't. Uh-oh. Yeah, you don't reseal it. You don't need to. It's fine. I go through... we have teenagers. So we go through like 3 of those a day. No, it doesn't. Doesn't do it, man. You're really hysterically laughing at the milk. You have 1 arm? That's amazing. I'm not even making fun of you. That's amazing. But again, you get the little magnet off the fridge and you just do the little slicey slice. Tom, no, it's not weird. No, it's not. I think they have bag milk in Wisconsin. I only buy 2%, so they're all 2% milk. Yeah, make sure you clean your jugs. Sorry. Teenager in my brain there. Clean the milk jugs, because yes, they will get moldy. You don't want that shit to get moldy. And clean your jugs. See, Llama Girl knows what's up. Nobody likes dirty jugs. Oh, I just had apple pie toast crunch, and it is baller, yo. I mean, we've been doing it since the dawn of time, so it's not weird. It's normal. I love milk. I'm not sorry. No, it's not gross. It's the lifeblood of life. Well, it's full of milk, Tom, so there you go. Ew, cat, get lost. After 36 failed shoulder surgeries, you find weird ways. Wow. Like, do you still have the arm, or is it off at the shoulder? I find that really interesting. Can't have milk? Can't you take a pill or something so you don't poop your pants? Clean jugs. Yeah, milk in a glass jar would probably be the best. Anything that comes in glass. I'm old enough to remember when Coke came in glass bottles. It was better. Any pop that came in glass bottles was better. Some people are allergic to milk. Oh, okay. Sucks to be you. Nerd. Can't have gluten? Sad. Milk on cake? Weird. Coke still comes in glass bottles in Africa. When I went to Africa a few years ago, everything was in glass bottles. And it was just better. It was ice cold. Oh. You just, because plastic, like when you drink out of plastic bottles, it's just something different. Critical K. Don't even research it. Not worth your time. Yeah. I tend to find that developing countries still use glass because they can recycle it easier. And it's better anyway. It's superior. Milk straight from the jugs is best. I agree. Expiration date is right here. Can you see that? December 21st. Hey guys, don't forget, if you become a member of this channel, you can go watch all my videos early. And tomorrow's video, Snark, is funny. I grew up on powdered milk because I was poor, so I don't hate it. But if you didn't ever have powdered milk and then you do it, it's gross. I did a house tour with my Christmas decor for tomorrow's video. Just saying, you can go watch it tonight if you become a member. I made my farty meatballs as well. Yes, our ice cream is far superior than yours. What's the Jana situation? You're welcome, Avery. Your milk, because you guys don't drink milk, Tom. You get to drink it. Thank you, Donna. I appreciate it. Oh, the sister. She was charged. Do we know any more details on being charged with child endangerment? Should we go ask with Crystal Ball? She might know. Well, thank you. I appreciate it. Yeah, I did see that, Amy. It's really cool. Really cool. I'm sure she's covering it, but do we know if there's anything new on why she was charged and what the endangerment charge was for? Patreon. It's easier. Patreon link. I'll try to find it for you. Here's the thing about KJ is I gave her the thing to buy. She went out and bought the thing, and then she still sucked at it. So there's no helping her at that point. Here's the Patreon link if anybody wants it. What? Yes, sure. You mean like a mug? Ooh, I'm down for that. Lucky Charms ice cream? Me too, I want ice cream. Yes, I will be doing the Chris Hansen Danielle Cohn video. Did you watch my video with Chris Hansen on Danielle Cohn? Oh yeah, she's a weirdo. Head over to the KJ Reddit page. Megan, did you tell me what kind of doctor you were by the chance? Are you a foot doctor? Hey Gus, come say hi. You want to say hi? You saying hi? Who's a good boy? Who's a good boy? Come kiss. What are you doing? What are you doing? Who's a good boy? You want to say hi? He's a good boy. He's a good boy. He's a good boy. Okay, go. Ugh, he licked the inside of my ear. Yes. Right now, it's just alleged that she fell asleep while babysitting a kid or two, wandered to the nearest intersection. Whoa. That's crazy. But that's just alleged. Okay. Wait, did I get the doctor? I need Dr. Megan or whatever her name is to tell me what kind of doctor she is. Yeah, I've heard about that. There's 200 million. I've heard that it's up to 300 million in lawsuits against the Oxford school board, and it's gonna get crazy. Oh, sorry, Tom. You text me? Oh, I'm leaving Wednesday. Hey, Chantel. No, Gus is not a rescue. I've had Gus since he came to me as a puppy, covered in barf. Gus is a sheepadoodle. Maybe I'll go to Selfie World when I go down there. I would love to do Just Fan Christmas Snark, but none of her Christmas ones are snarkable. It doesn't do anything for Christmas. Yes, it's not on my channel, it's on his channel. The Chris one. How am I doing this weekend in Florida? Hey, you can be a fan of whoever you are. You're an adult. Just make sure that you recognize weirdness. Get her, Margaret. Go get that nursing final thing. Yes, Gus is adorable. He knows it. I'm not sure about that case. Steve is in your chat. He is currently suing KJ. Steve who? Steve who? Sent me a snarkable? Okay. Okay, Megan's answer is up here. Let me see. Where? Oh, definitely not a foot doctor. I'm in medical school right now, but I'm looking at going, Obgyn. Obgyn is a good field of study. Obgyn vagina studying. Steve McRae. Who's Steve McRae? Steve McRae is suing without a crystal ball? Oh, here he is. Hey, I'm Steve. I'm suing Katie Joyner, former co-host. She used to have a co-host. I sent you my blog on Twitter, the Dad Show. Okay. Like you sent it to me in an email? Huh. Okay, I don't see it. I mean, I could have. Todd Chrisley. So, Steve, what are you suing her for? He has the longest beef. Okay. Do these lawsuits really go anywhere, or is it just like will it do anything? Wow. I will look. Wish I could search. Can you search in? Yeah. I have no messages from Steve McRae in my Twitter. Oh, KJ accused him of sexual harassment amongst other things. Jeez. I started and stopped watching K Joyless during start of Steve McRae. Okay. Okay. Yeah, maybe I'm. Again, I don't know if it's worth talking about this anymore past this video. I just wanted to get on clarify all the shit she's saying. But I guess KJ makes a lot of enemies. That's for sure. And I don't understand why you want so many enemies. Can't feel good. Okay. So I'm in my inbox right now, Steven. There's nothing. Oh, hold on. There we go. There you go. Okay. Got it all here. Oh, I've seen this floating around, actually. Okay. I'll take a look at it, Steve, for sure. Okay. Of course we can be best friends, obviously. Why does she have so many enemies? What does she do? I just restarted for KJ for the Duggar trial. This is the question that I don't know. And if you go to her Reddit page, there's, again, 9,000 people on the page against her. She is one of the most hated commentary channels in the world. And when I first came on YouTube, I didn't see why people hated her until I started realizing that she just, I don't know if the word is abrasive. She's rude to her subscribers. She says stupid shit that gets her sued all the time. She's just like, I don't know how to explain it. It's just, you don't like her. Emily D. Baker, I like Emily. So follow Emily. She's that lawyer, right? I like Emily. So I'm pretty sure she does that stuff too. So if you're going to follow Emily, don't follow, follow who you're going to want to follow. You're an adult, do what you're going to do. But if you're looking for an alternative, Emily Baker's good. Again, if everybody got together on those platforms that hated KJ and didn't watch her for 1 week, you watch what happens. She would literally exit the algorithm. The algorithm wouldn't even put her in anymore. So, Steve says, she filed a TRO against me to silence me and against 2 others. I was the first to really be outspoken about her. KJ started as a co-host on a show, Non Sequitur. Okay. I didn't know that. December 17th is the Gabby Petito documentary. I think, yeah, KG's the type of person that one-ups you on every story, no matter how bad or good it is. Like, if you tell a sob story, she's got a sobbier story. If you tell a good story, she's got a better story. That's who she is, in my opinion. I like Emily Baker. I have a small crush on Emily Baker. Get them dishes done, Barbara. I remember there was a story I did. I don't know who it was, which family vlogger it was, but they came and talked to me, or the people in their world came and talked to me, and KJ got super chachi about it, that they came and talked to me instead of her. I forget which story it was. It was way back, and I didn't respond because I'm like, okay, whatever. She's being a teenager drama queen. But I forget which story it was, but someone had come to me first and didn't go to KJ, and she was super pissed about it. I'm about to eat this entire jar of peanut butter. Oh, it's so good. All right, everybody, you're right. It's been 2 hours. This is it. Hope you enjoyed it. Don't forget to watch my videos tomorrow. Lots of snark going on for Snarkmas. Look at the Cousin Eddie's RV. Almost completely done. I got to fix a couple parts there. See. But that's Cousin Eddie's RV from National Lampoon's Christmas Vacation. Here's the National Lampoon's house. It's all done. It's got all the Christmas lights on it and stuff like that. Cool, eh? All right. Yeah, Steve, for sure. We'll be in touch for sure. Everybody have an amazing evening. Sorry I got a little bit heated there. But I do not apologize for the Sophie thing, and I never will. And I will always be. And I hope you always believe victims as well. I hope you have an amazing night. Yeah, I am looking into Heidi Plant case. I will, for sure. You guys have an amazing night, and I will see you tomorrow.